Well, good evening. I enjoyed so much meeting your children today and the parents for this year. My name is Miss Leonard. I am the first grade teacher for your child. Just a little bit of background information about myself. I have been teaching for about 27 years. I spent 20 years in the public school system, and this is my 7th year at Faith Christian School. Both of my children attend Faith Christian School, and so I have been a part of this Faith Christian family since my children were in kindergarten. So Faith Christian School has a big part of our lives, and I am totally committed to our mission statement here and what we stand for as a parent and as for a teacher. So I know that this year is going to be somewhat different. However, I'm just so blessed that we are able to come to one of the few schools that are open at this time, and that we are able to have face-to-face instruction. And I just want you to know that I have done everything I can think of to make this classroom safe for your child. Hopefully the year will change as we go along, but this is how we are starting, and we will just do what we need to do to get through this year together. At any time, if you ever have any questions or needs arise, or you are confused about something or need clarification, it is my job to be there for you. I do request that you text me. I do better with that than email, because sometimes I don't know I have an email. So if you text me, I will know that someone needs me. So if you will do that, that will be helpful for me. My contact information is on the packet that you received at school today. If you want to go through this with me, that way you can kind of follow along and you can jot down questions that you have, and I will be more than happy to answer those when in the future, whenever we can talk or on the phone or however you want to communicate with me. Okay, so if you'll get this packet, we will kind of go through this information together. My phone number is there, as well as my email. I'm not going to read this whole thing to you. I'm just going to hit the things that I feel like I need to give more information on. I think the snack and the lunch is pretty self-explanatory. The lunch is a little different this year. You will be billed the week after your child eats. That way we won't have to handle money every day. You can just write a check to the school. But I would ask that you have what your child is going to order written on a note inside of the folder that will come home every day. And if you'll put the note in here, then I'll be sure to get it, and then I will order what they need for lunch that day. Okay, so let's turn over to, I really want to go over this daily folder, because this folder is super important for our communication. Inside there will be a return to school side and a keep at home side. On this side, you'll find that there will always be a homework and reminder sheet, and it has the homework for the entire week, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. There is no homework on Wednesday, and there is no homework on Fridays. But you'll know all week what the homework is. There will also be reminders at the bottom so that you'll know things that are coming up or things that are pertinent to our class. And this side of the sheet, these will be things that you will keep at home, such as tests that are returned, things like that you will need to keep at home. There will also be a behavior chart. The behavior chart will show you each day if your child stayed on green, which is good. Yellow means they had a warning or two. If they hit red, that usually means that we had a lot of issues and you will be getting a note from me or a text or a phone call or something. If there's a sticker on that day, the box for that day, then you know that your child stayed on green. So that's what we're hoping for. The rules will be gone over with your child very thoroughly. They will know the expectations for this classroom and the day-to-day operations of how this classroom works, and so they will know what's expected of them. And so you will also know how they're doing, so you can kind of help me and partner with me in helping your child learn how to be a citizen in the world and in this classroom. Okay, so that's the folder. When we have seat work, and there will be some seat work will not be graded, but it is a time for your child to learn how to work independently on things, which is a skill that they will need to develop. They will get credit for seat work, but it'll be participation. So if they do not get something completed at school, I will send it home and they can finish it there. And then just send it back to school and I will give them credit for it. If it doesn't come back, they will not receive credit. But like I said, credit is on a participation basis. It will not per se be a grade. Okay? They will have tests on Friday, spelling tests. They'll have phonics tests on Friday. Math tests usually end up on Friday. And they will have a reading assessment every week so I can check their fluency and their expression and all that. So that is spelled out in the packet as well. One of the things that I do want to talk to you about is Bear Club, and that's on the very back of your packet. Bear Club stands for Be Excited About Reading, and it is a reading incentive program that we will be doing this year to help the children to improve their reading skills. So this is what will happen. This will start after Labor Day. They will bring home a bag. Inside the bag will be books that have been selected from my shelf. And inside there will be a folder. In the folder there will be a reading log where you will write down the book that they read and sign your name. On this side of the folder, there'll be a sheet with Bear Club rewards. Your child can earn rewards depending on the number of books that they read. We are hoping that they will all read at least 100 books in first grade. We have had children to read a lot more, but our goal is to at least read 100. And the more books you read, the better you get at reading, and the more prizes you can accumulate as well. When the books come back each week, the books that I take out will be quarantined for about 7 days before they go on the shelf again. So that has been something that we're going to try to do to keep the contamination of books and stuff from giving us corona. All right. That starts after Labor Day. When your child brings when your child brings this book home, and there'll be others like it with different titles for reading homework, we are going to be reading these in class as well. So when these books come home to you, they will be reading the same pages that we read in class, so that helps build fluency and it helps you to see how your child is doing in the area of reading. We are not going to write in these books because we use them year after year after year. So there will occasionally be pages like this where it says, when you finish reading, color the picture. Don't color the picture. We are going to use this again. So anytime that it says match with your pencil or color something, you're not going to actually do that. You just use your finger to match or to point, but don't actually write in these books because these are ones that are not reproducible. I'm sure that there will be tons and tons of other questions as the year goes on, but these are usually the hot spots that I like to highlight at the beginning of the year, just so that when things start coming home, you know what they are. Most important for me is this folder because this is our communication tool. It helps us know homework. It helps us know events that are coming. It helps you know about behavior issues. And it also helps with, like, if you're sending notes to school or lunch to school, this folder is what we use to go back and forth every day. So this is important that we have it. Anything that arise as you're reading through this information, just make a note of it and call me, text me. That is what I'm here for. I am so excited that your children are in my class. I have prayed that I will get the students that God has for me this year, and so I trust that that is what has happened. I feel like this is a partnership between you and I'm here for you as well as your child. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you need me. I'm excited for this year, and I just pray that it's going to be a good one. It's going to be different, but it's going to be good. Welcome back.